All right, we are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the San Francisco Giants in the final game of a three-game series at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal BW here. People call me the BirdWatcher, BW for short. Nice to have you back, fellow birdwatchers, and greetings to those that might be new to the channel. I'm glad you found me. This channel's been around since the start of this season. I've called 152 games. I haven't missed a single pitch. Well, I take it back. There's been a couple of technical difficulties along the way, but I've been here for everything. Anyway, so if you're new to the channel, give it a try for content, live play-by-play and commentary for all Orioles games, and a community to follow along as we watch this team struggle right now, folks. No way to sugarcoat it. We have lost 8 out of 10 right now, and 3 in a row. Was it 6 out of 7, something like that? We've got the worst record in baseball over the last 10 games. No team has a record of 2-8. Just us. So, yeah, the morale is low. Tensions are high. Nerves are frayed. But guess what? We're going to do our best today to try and win this final game and try to win as many games as we can. For these last 10 games, I think if we just win 3, it's going to be enough. But folks, I don't want to go 3-7 down the stretch. Okay, I like to maybe at least play some 500 ball. SG, that's my call. Okay, it all depends on what you do. Anyway, so we're going to focus on that today. We're going to focus on the fact that there's just 4 home games left in this season. And we got Zach Eflin on the mound going up against Logan Webb, a couple of right-handers, a couple of established pitchers, good pitchers. It's a good matchup. Eflin is 10-9. Logan Webb is 12-10. All right, let me hit this button again. Let's go over the lineups here as well. This game is going to be started in about 7 minutes. That's right. What do we have here today? Who is Jay Encarnacion? That's not Juan Encarnacion. That guy hasn't played in years. Who is this? Gerard Encarnacion. Okay. I'm learning new players all the time, people. Starting lineups today for the San Francisco Giants. Mike Yastrzemski leads off, plays right field. Lamont Wade Jr. will be at first base, batting second. Encarnacion is the DH. He'll bat third. Michael Conforto, who had a huge game yesterday and has also, in his career, been pretty successful against Zach Eflin, playing left field and is the DH today. That's a big left field here, Mr. Conforto. But yeah, lifetime, as you can see, 10 for 30 off of Eflin with 3 home runs, 9 driven in. Let's be careful with this guy today. Tyler Fitzgerald is at shortstop. He'll bat 5th. Patrick Bailey is the catcher, hitting 6th. Grant McCray in center field, batting 7th. Casey Schmidt at third base, hitting 8th. And Donovan Walton at second base, batting 9th. For the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play short. Cedric Mullins will bat second and play center. Anthony Santander is going to DH today and hit third. Colton Cowser's in left field and batting cleanup today. Adley Rutschman's back in the lineup, hitting 5th and doing the catching. Ryan O'Hearn at first base, batting 6th. Heston Kjerstad playing the field today, out in right field. Jackson Holliday's in the 8th spot, hitting... Jackson Holliday is in the 8th spot, playing second base. Emmanuel Rivera is at third base, batting 9th. There you go, folks. The lineups, the starting pitching matchup, ready to go. Why am I flustered? I need coffee. Folks, it just hit the midnight hour here. So those first 5 minutes of today's broadcast were shared together on the same day. But at this point, what is it here now? It's the 20th. Yes, Friday. It's already Friday over here, folks. We got some work to do today. How did I do it? Oh, did I stay up all day? Jared, I got some sleep in. I got a couple of hours in this evening, and I had about a 1 hour nap in the afternoon, and I had a decent night's sleep before the game that you saw last night. So, yeah, I'll be okay. I'm feeling good. I'm awake. I am alert. Just maybe a little bit of caffeine. A little bit of caffeine never hurt anybody, did it? All right, so we're less than 5 minutes away from first pitch. Let me make sure this game is up and running. By the way, tomorrow night is supposed to be an Apple TV game, so just to warn everybody out there, Apple TV games, if there's ever going to be an issue with getting the game up and running, so far this season they've always been
innings
Apple
is an
TV
incredible
games.
benchmark to hit as a pitcher to do it in back-to-back
I know you can hear the
seasons.
audio.
He'll
Don't
be the
worry.
only one that can accomplish that feat. So it's going to be exciting to see him get the ball, get out there, and take on the Giants, who are playing great here in Baltimore.
All right.
Emblematic, Hunter.
All right, the Giants are playing great. Yeah. All right. Are you sure? All right. So, yeah, folks, here is the skinny. The Orioles have now fallen 5 games behind the Yankees in the American League East. The Yankees won last night. We've lost 3 straight. They've won 3 straight. It's the largest lead on us all season long. We're playing our worst baseball all season long. And the odds of us winning the division are now rather small. It would take, in all likelihood, a sweep in the Bronx plus some serious help and a huge turnaround by this team. Otherwise, we are staring directly at the face of a wild card spot with Kansas City more than likely our opponent. Now, folks, we did lose yesterday. We have been losing a lot lately. But if you are continuing to worry about whether or not we'll make the playoffs, according to the mathematics, we are currently at a 98.6% chance of making the playoffs. We do have a 1.4% chance of not making the playoffs. That has changed since yesterday's loss. Yesterday, we were at 99%, and today we're only at 98.6%. Hang in there, folks. Let's hope this team can salvage this final game and hopefully start some momentum with a win here today. That's what we're hoping for, folks. And along the way, have a good time together, win or lose. We're here to try to enjoy our time together. Otherwise, probably not the best use of time. If this is too much to handle, folks, it's okay. It's a long season. 150 games is a lot. You might need a break. Maybe come back in the spring. Charm City chat, how you guys doing? I don't know if you've noticed. Could anybody confirm when you entered the chat today? Did you notice anything? Perhaps like a little, I don't know, a little window that maybe gave you some guidelines about the Charm City chat? Anybody notice anything like that? Please confirm if you've seen it, because it's a brand new setting. Just to give people the heads up about some of the main rules here. All right. I hope everybody's okay with that. One of those rules is kind of a new policy, and we're going to implement it, and we'll see how it goes. For now, I don't think it needs much of an explanation. Oh, D. Barker, you'll be okay. It'll be all right, D. Barker. There's too many other things to worry about than this. Anywho, all right. Thank you for the feedback, everybody. Right. So we're the first game on today. I believe the next game starts in about 5 minutes. Hey, Robert. All right, Robert. Just make sure you're in when the getting is good. When the going gets good. I think that's what I meant to say. Right. Oh, boy. Here come the P. Diddy jokes. Folks, it's so fresh. By the way, I knew my investment in baby oil would eventually pay off. The stock has absolutely soared in the last 24 hours. So I'm doing quite well in that department. Hey, it looks like we got a little bit of a crowd here today on a Thursday afternoon. The weather looks great. Got to tell you, I don't know what the temperature is, but I can just tell by looking. You just know. If you're from the area, you can just see if it's hot or not. You can see humidity. It looks nice. A lot of orange shirts in the crowd. Boy, I hope, even though it's not a very packed house, what fans that are here make some noise today. And anytime we show any signs of momentum, that the crowd feeds off of it and reciprocates it back to the team. This team needs fans right now. This team, obviously, the morale is extremely low. Folks, we're about to get started. Mike Yastrzemski is in the batter's box, and Zach Eflin is in his windup. The first pitch of the ball game is low. We are underway. Final game of this 3-game series. Yastrzemski has had quite the series so far. I believe he's homered in each of the first 2 games as he fouls this next pitch away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yesterday on the second pitch of the ball game, Yastrzemski went yard. And in fact, in each of these first 2 games, the Giants have gotten off to an early lead in the first. Here's another foul ball down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the idea today would be let's try to get through this first half of the inning with the game tied and allow our boys to come up to the plate without already being behind. I think that might help. The 1-2 is a check swing low in near the dirt. An appeal says no swing. Forget it, he's rolling. 2-2 the count on Yaz. Oh, look at this news coming in. And here's a pop-up foul and out of play. Folks, Rob, one of our mods here in the Charm City chat, coming in with some big news. Ramon Arias, his first at-bat in AAA. Are the Tides playing right now, Rob? Because this sounds like breaking news. This pitch is popped up on the infield. Third base side, Rivera, shielding his eyes with his glove from the sun. He makes the catch for the first out of the ball game. All right. Just saw a post, so a fresh tweet or something. Because if they're playing in the afternoon, that might have just happened. But yeah, Ramon Arias, folks, along with Jordan Westberg, on rehab right now, playing for Norfolk. Here's a called strike to Lamont Wade Jr., left-handed bat. Hitting .267, 6 homers, 31 driven in. 0-1 pitch is a bit inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Orioles are wearing their traditional home whites with the orange lettering, and the Giants their traditional road grays with the orange and black trim. That's right, folks. These 2 teams share the same colors. So I'm not a huge fan of the Giants, but they got 2 things that I have to admire. They've got the orange and black, and they've got John Miller calling games out there for the last 20-something years now. Shoot, probably 30 now. Unbelievable how long it's been. 2-2 the count now on Lamont Wade Jr. The only news, B. Ravens, I saw about Mountie was that he was, quote-unquote, not far behind Ramon and Westberg. So it just depends on what your interpretation of not far behind is. Maybe a few days. Maybe we'll see Mountie playing in one of the Norfolk only has a few games left. I believe their season ends on the 22nd. Maybe somebody can double check that Swing and a foul ball off to the right on a 2-2 pitch. And the ball girl there does a not too good of a job of keeping that ball from getting by. Runs all the way out to retrieve the ball. And so we have a bit of a delay here. 2-2 the count. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Eflin strikes out Lamont Wade Jr. for out number 2.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Defensively for Baltimore in the outfield, left to right, Cowser, Mullins, and Kerstad. Rivera at third, Henderson at short, Holiday at second, O'Hearn at first, Rutschman behind the plate. Why is this still up? This should already be moved on to the live thing. All right, here is Encarnacion, who takes a first pitch strike. This guy I don't have a whole lot of information on. Haven't seen him yet in the series. Right-handed batter. And this looks like a slider breaking low and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Encarnacion batting .250. I wonder if he's 1 for 4. This guy might have just gotten called up. Here's a swing and a miss on a sinker, and the count is 1-2. Ain't that the best, MG? You're at work, you're making your living, you're making your bones, and you get to follow baseball at the same time. Here's a foul ball, 1-2 the count on Encarnacion. 2 down, nobody on, top of the first. I used to sneak in a little pair of headphones to follow ball games when I was in school back in the day. Here's a check swing. He went around, and that is another strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Zach Eflin does what the first 2 starters of this series was unable to do. Keep the Giants scoreless in the top of the first. We go to the bottom half. San Francisco, nothing, and the Orioles coming up to hit. Let's go. Folks, I've added a few new soundboard sounds. What do we got in here? I might, for when things get tough, I've got this now. Yeah, we might need that once in a while. And then we got this here.
We're on a mission from God.
That's right. Just in case I need to remind anybody.
We're on a mission from God.
And then there's, what else? Yeah, ain't nothing gonna break my stride.
Do you believe in me?
Motivational sound effects.
Do you believe in me?
Yeah, it's fancy. What do you think about that, Frank? All right. We got a party here at the Moon Tower, Frank. Everyone's going to be there. You ought to go. I know last year when Bautista got hurt and Cano struggled, they had Coulomb closed for a couple of games. Would we try this on days when Dominguez has a break? Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, if Coulomb comes back, we take one look at him and he looks sharp. He's our best lefty option, and considering our bullpen or closer situation right now, if we're playing a team and we've got a 2-run lead or whatever, and you look at who they have coming up in the 9th inning and it's mostly left-handers, yeah, why not? Why not throw Coulomb into the conversation? We'll see. Here's Gunnar Henderson leading off, and he takes inside for ball 1 against Logan Webb.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Webb making his 32nd start of the season, 12-10 record, 3.53 ERA. Here's a swing and a miss, and the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Henderson's batting .281, 37 homers, 87 driven in. Webb considered the ace of the Giants pitching staff, though the addition of Blake Snell, two-time Cy Young Award winner. Here's a ground ball base hit into right field. Gunnar Henderson with a leadoff single off Logan Webb. The Orioles get a hit. One batter, one hit. Nice ratio. Webb, he's got a really good sinker. Throws a changeup, a sweeper, four-seam fastball, and an occasional cut fastball. But it's his sinker that's his signature pitch. Here's Ced Mullins. And he lays a bunt down, but it's going to go foul.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Someone was asking yesterday, why doesn't Ced lay a bunt down right here? Well, oftentimes he attempts to. And oftentimes that is the result. A foul ball. 0-1 the count on Mullins. Now that secret's out, let's see what he does. Swinging away here, and he takes up and away for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mullins is hitting .228. Hitless yesterday, but he did drive in a run on an RBI groundout. 1-1 pitch is popped up foul behind the plate. 1-2. Let's see if this is spoiling anything. See, yep, they're already on to the next pitch. A little bit too quick right now. We're going to hang out right about there. A 1-2 pitch to Mullins from Logan Webb is outside, 2-2. Detroit comes into town for 3 tomorrow, starting tomorrow, the final series at home in the regular season for Baltimore. This pitch is low. The count has run full on Ced. You want hit and run? I say Gunner's going to take off on this full count pitch. Let's see what happens. Here comes the payoff. We're going to check on the runner. The Giants are aware. The Giants are surely aware of the situation, as they should be. Speed at first, speed at the plate. Full count on Mullins. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. The payoff pitch is low and out. Oh, they call that a strike? Oh, my goodness. Gunnar Henderson steals the base, but Mullins gets rung up on a tough pitch, and the Giants are on the phone to make sure that this is going to be the correct call here. That ball was thrown pretty darn perfectly by Patrick Bailey, the catcher. And it's a rather close play, folks. It's very, very close, but to me it looks like maybe by 1 frame that oven mitt touches the bag. But they're going to go ahead and challenge this. The Giants are challenging this. Again, Mullins took a pitch that appeared to be both a little bit outside and a little bit low. And he was called out on strikes. Otherwise, we'd have nothing to really be looking at here. We'd have 2 guys on, first and second. But he got rung up. And now we have to wonder if we go from first and second, nobody out, on what should have been ball 4 to bases empty, 2 down on a bad call third strike and a resulting stolen base caught attempt. That would be really tough. Folks, we got a message that's popped in here.
Message for you, son.
Sam Dilworth checking in without a message. Sam, I think you can write something in there if you'd like, but I do appreciate your support for the channel here, and I hope you enjoy the ball game. I hope you get to see the O's win today. This is my favorite shot, the camera that's inside the room in New York of everybody looking at the play. I honestly think they can't overturn this. I don't see how they have any kind of evidence that is clear to say that he's out. It is very, very close. But if they overturn this, I'm going to be very upset. Put those hands out in a T like safe. Don't you dare put your fist up. We should be getting a call here momentarily. Safe is the call. All right. Well, the Giants just lost their challenge in the first inning. Good. Manager shaking his head. Yeah, well, you know. Don't worry about it, bud. We got Anthony Santander up now. Runner at second, one out. Gunnar Henderson is there after a stolen base.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
First pitch to Santander is low for ball one. Tony's hitting .237. Chilo, that used to be the policy, but, you know, it's not been the case since that Cardinals series about 2.5 months ago. Santander with a 1-1 count. This one is popped up down the right field line and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pure Adrenaline Sports checking in. How you doing there, PAS? Once again, my team figures out a way to be the first game on. It's so early. It's a good thing I live where I do. Midnight start time. Here's the 1-2 count to Santander. That's low, 2-2. I can tell you already, Logan Webb does not look nearly as difficult to hit as Blake Snell looked in the first game of this series. My goodness, Blake Snell was dealing. 2-2 count for Tony. Come on, buddy. Pitch. Swung on, popped up. He reached for one that was well below the zone. And this ball is luckily going to get out of play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a little bit of the old bugle. Gunner at second, 1 out. The 2-2 to Tony is swung on and missed. He chased one off the plate by 1/2 foot. Second strikeout for Webb here in the first inning. And now we need a 2-out knock from Colton Cowser. The Giants are listing their keys to the game on the screen right now, and one of them says Conforto versus Eflin, which is in reference to what I was talking about earlier. Michael Conforto, career-wise against Eflin, is 9 for 30, which is a very solid average. And of those 9 hits, 3 are home runs. He's got 9 RBI. Got to be careful with him. Cowser takes an 0-1 pitch high. The count even up at a ball and a strike. I can see a lady right behind home plate. She's clapping right now. You can tell she wants to see this team do something. Here's a pitch up and in. 2-1 the count on Cowser. His average right now at 244. Again, batting cleanup today. I can't recall if Cowser's hit from the 4 spot this season. Here's a foul ball. The count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Logan Webb, worst case scenario for him or for us is that he's still going to throw at least 20 pitches in this inning, which is good. Here comes number 20. It's off the plate, and the count has gone full. Folks, let's get that 2-out hit, shall we? Full count, 2 down, runner at second. Payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the right. Bouncing off the tarp. We'll do it again. The pitch count continues to rise for Logan Webb. Into the 20s here in the first, which is something you want to see. Here's the full count pitch again, and Tony swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. A tag applied by Bailey, the catcher, to complete the strikeout, and the Orioles strand a base runner at second. Gunnar Henderson with a leadoff single, and only can get as far as second base. And that was with help from a challenge that was lost by the Giants. We go to the second inning, no score in Baltimore. All right. Hey, Ms. Janet, how you doing? That is true. Logan Webb strikes out the side along with that base hit. Yeah, you probably shouldn't, Frank. I love the oops. Shouldn't say that while writing it in caps. That way, nobody can see. That's clever. All right. Where's my music? Once again, folks, if you weren't here at the very top of the broadcast, here's the deal. The Orioles are 5 games behind the Yankees now. The odds of us winning the division are quite slim. It's going to take a sweep in the Bronx plus some additional magic, let's call it. Otherwise, we are staring down the barrel of being a wild card team. And, folks, we want to keep the seed we have, obviously. But if you're worried about not making the playoffs at all, apparently the mathematicians at MIT have come to the conclusion that the Orioles, as we stand right now, have a 98.6% chance of making the playoffs. Michael Conforto is going to lead off, and he takes high for ball 1. Conforto had a big game yesterday, including a home run. I think 3 hits, maybe 4. I think 3. There's a called strike, and that pitch looked high. We'll take it. 1 ball, 1 strike. 232 average for Conforto. Here's a swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Again, Conforto has had Eflin's number in his career, 30 at-bats. So plenty of history between these two. Conforto has hit 3 home runs off of Eflin in the past. 1-2 pitch is swung on, hit on the ground, right-hand side, and that ball took a funny bounce. Camera did not cut to the infield until the ball was shown just bouncing in a weird way. I don't know if maybe if it hit the base or what. Let's see. That's exactly what happened. The ball was hit right down the first base line, bounced right off the side of the base, and took a funny hop into the outfield. And that'll be a base hit to lead off the second inning for Conforto, who just apparently can't help but get hits off of Zach Eflin. So leadoff man on. Here's Tyler Fitzgerald. He takes a big cut and a miss on a cutter from Eflin. 0-1 the count on Fitzgerald. So Conforto now 11 for 31 with 3 homers and 2 doubles off of Eflin. Fitzgerald shows a bunt, and it's a good one. Barehanded by Emmanuel Rivera, but it's not going to be in time. Rivera played it as well as he could. But Fitzgerald lays down a perfect bunt, and here we go. This is the sort of stuff we need to know how to do. That's how you lay down a bunt. The Giants now have 2 men on and nobody out. That was not a sacrifice. That was going for a hit the whole way. And Rivera was playing way deep behind third base. So that'll bring up the catcher, Patrick Bailey, switch hitter from the left side. He fouls the first pitch away. Bailey's hitting .236. 7 homers, 42 driven in on the season. Next pitch is a pitch that looked like the same pitch called a strike 3 against said Mullins, but not a strike against Patrick Bailey, apparently. Lovely ump. Lovely. 1-1 pitch. Goes back to the same spot as Eflin, and this time he gets Bailey to swing, and he misses. On a pitch, bottom of the zone, on outside corner, maybe off the plate by an inch or two. Bailey with the swing and a miss. The count is 1-2. First and second, nobody out for the Giants. Eflin from the stretch. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's a weak hit ball to second. They flipped the base for one. Back to first. A double play, and the Orioles have gotten 2 outs. Now just a runner at third with 2 down. And guess what, folks? Once again, the Giants have already used up their challenge. On this relay throw back to first, it looked like maybe O'Hearn's foot might have come off the bag a little bit early. We'll never know. Doesn't matter. They can't challenge it. 2 down and a runner at third. That's right, Yoko. I was just explaining everything about Conforto and his history with Eflin, but thanks for reiterating. Here's a swing and a miss by McRae. 2 down, runner at third. .228 average. Grant McRae, center fielder. 5 homers, 9 RBI. Here's a swing and either a foul at the plate or a miss altogether. Either way, the count now is 0-2. That ball just landed at the feet of the catcher after that swing. So 2 strikes on McRae. Eflin with a chance to get out of a jam here. Next pitch, swung on and missed. Eflin with the challenge. That pitch had a whole lot of the plate. Eflin believed in it, though, and he gets another strikeout, and we get out of the jam.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
We head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless in Baltimore. Folks, ball took a funny bounce for that first hit. Gets you a little bit nervous. Oh, boy, here we go again. But, hey, double play. Eflin with the strikeout. No problem. Coming up for the Orioles, Rutschman, O'Hearn, and Kjerstad in the bottom of the second. Folks, we're going to do some scoreboard watching this afternoon, I'm sure. Although I don't think the Yankees are going to be on till a couple of more hours. But I guess there's only a couple of games on. The only one we really have any investment in, I guess, would be the Guardians and Twins. Cleveland with a 1-0 lead. The Twins currently holding the final wild card spot. And we do play them for the final 3 games of the season. So things could get very interesting in the final week, folks, depending on how things go. But the way things are looking right now, the Twins will have a whole lot to be playing for in that final series. And we may be too. I mean, folks, we've talked about it before. At least I have. I've seen a couple of you mention it as well, that the playoffs, they've already started. You know, mainly because of how the team has been playing. And if we're going to do anything in the playoffs, we need to treat the season as it is right now as the playoffs. Unfortunately, right around when we started saying that is when the Orioles have been through their toughest stretch of 10 games probably in the last 2.5 years. Here's Adley Rutschman to lead off the bottom of the second, and the first pitch is a strike.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Next pitch is low, 1-1 the count. Rutschman hitting .252. And again, I need to keep this right about there because that pitch tracker is a little bit ahead of me. That pitch is inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Top of the afternoon to you, Scotto. This pitch is swung on and hit in the air to right. Going to be hanging up there for the right fielder who makes the catch. Routine fly ball to right. Yastrzemski pulls it down and 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
O'Hearn had a big hit in yesterday's ball game. Yes, we did lose, but O'Hearn, credit to him, he had to face a left-handed reliever, and Brandon Hyde had an opportunity to pinch hit for him if he wanted to. He had a couple of right-handed options. Left O'Hearn in there to face the lefty. He came up with an RBI double. Here, though, he quickly falls behind 0-2 after looking at a called strike 2. O'Hearn's average right now at .255. This ball is foul back, and the count remains 0-2. Scotto, it's a combination. I know that's probably not the answer you want, but I think that's the fairest, most reasonable answer. This is a swing and a miss. O'Hearn strikes out on a sinker low and in. Webb is already up to 4 strikeouts. He has struck out 4 of the first 5 outs he has made here. And that'll bring up Heston Kjerstad. The injuries can't be denied, but we've had more injuries in our pitching than we have on offense. But the tough part is, here is a called strike to Heston Kjerstad, folks. Tough part is when it comes to injuries among position players, they're all on the infield and they're all right-handed batters, which has kind of thrown our lineup a bit off balance. But all of these aren't excuses. The team as a unit is struggling with runners in scoring position, struggling in a lot of different ways. So it's a combination. Hopefully a couple of these players returning from injury will maybe help solve the other problem, which I think is more mental than anything else. Here's a ball hit into left field by Kjerstad. Ranging over toward the foul line and making the catch here is not Yastrzemski. Who is that? Conforto. And the inning is over. The Orioles go 1-2-3 here. On to the third, no score in Baltimore. All right. I think it's time for your boy to enjoy a lucky, if you don't mind.
I mean, you know I'm a Lucky Strike man from way back. So
way back. Yep, no fooling around today. The hat is on from pitch 1. And the hat may not come off until this whole darn season is over. The hat, maybe I'm asking too much. But, yeah. 2-8 record in the last 10. Time for the hat. 24/7. Hey folks, I don't know how we're doing here. I got a feeling it's going to be a pretty low turnout on a early afternoon game on a Thursday with a team that's lost 8 out of 10. And so far the numbers would reflect that. But there are over 100 of you watching right now. 36 likes. Folks, if you don't mind, please hit that like button. It's just a thumb at the bottom of your screen and helps out the channel. Let's get that number on up. Here's the first pitch from Eflin here in the top of the third, and it's a called strike to Casey Schmidt. That's right, folks. Casey is at the bat. And the next pitch is fouled away 0-2. Schmidt hitting .213. Right-handed hitter. 0-2 pitch. Ooh, a little bit of a sweeper there that broke from in the zone off the plate, but Schmidt does not chase, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball's hit on the ground on a bounce to third. Rivera with a long throw across the diamond just in time to get Schmidt 1 away. All right. Donovan Walton coming up now. And the first pitch to him is a swing and a miss on a curveball from Eflin. Walton's average just 154. 1 home run, 2 RBI. And a swing and a miss here. Way out in front of the curveball. And the count is 0-2. .38 pitches so far from Eflin, 1 out in the third. That one's right in there. Called strike 3. Walton frozen.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
So Eflin gets another strikeout, first time through this order. Lineup will now flip over. With Yastrzemski up for a second time today, he popped out his first time. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch, swung on, and tapped foul off to the right. Fitzy's in the house, folks. How you doing, Fitzy? 0-1 pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the 1-1 from Eflin. And that is just off the outside edge. 2-1 the count. Fitz, your Red Sox playing later tonight? Doesn't look like there's too much afternoon baseball today, but it's Thursday. Maybe you got the day off entirely. Not sure. This pitch is off the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Oh, good to hear, Fitz. I got some sleep in myself. Here's the 3-1. That is just a bit low, and Zach Eflin gives up the rare walk. Eflin does not like to walk people. He has made that known. He gives up a free pass here with 2 down. And that brings up Lamont Wade Jr., who struck out his first time up. Top of the third, runner at first, 2 down. And the first pitch to Wade Jr. right in there for a strike. Change up at 87 miles an hour. Yeah, Fitz, I got some sleep in, so I might be up for that. I don't know. I take my sleep wherever I can get it, but I'm sure at least by the final few innings of that game, I'll be up and over on your channel. Fitz, feel free to throw your link into your channel or to the game later today for people. Oh, and 2 the count on Lamont Wade Jr. And the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to right field. And it's going to be a shallow pop-up as going into the outfield is Jackson Holliday to make the catch to win the inning. Folks, we are scoreless. We're going to the bottom of the third in Baltimore. That's right. Folks, we're going to win today.
Do you believe in me?
That's right. Hey, Fitzy, this isn't really the gatekeeper, but it's Candyman. It's close.
Do you believe in me?
That's right. Do you, folks? Do you believe in me? I got to know. Do you believe in love? Do you believe it's true? Do you believe in love? These are the existential questions asked by Huey Lewis in the news. Do you like Huey Lewis? All right. Patrick Bateman, what a card. What a card he was, huh? That guy just had to return some videotapes. I don't know why people couldn't just leave him alone. Does anybody know what I'm referencing? I'll never know.
We're on a mission from God.
That's right, Elwood. You're absolutely right.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
I would enjoy it. I would welcome it. That's right. Look at the subtle touch, the bone texture, the crispness of it. I suddenly get a shock of anxiety when I realize that his apartment is more expensive than mine. Here is Jackson Holliday. Where you at, buddy? He's already got a 1-1 count. Forgive me. 1-1 to Jackson. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And the count is 1-2. Well, folks, Holliday is still trying to figure it out in the bigs. But experience, he's getting it. Trial by fire, perhaps. This pitch is up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Folks, it's a gorgeous day in downtown Baltimore. And if you live anywhere near the area, why the hell are you sitting here with me? You should be at the ballpark right now. This pitch is high, full count on Holliday. All right, folks, payoff pitch coming. Here it is. Inside and low, ball 4.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Folks, run, Jackson, run.
Meep, meep.
When we get a speedy guy on, I want to see us run. Although I have to admit, that first attempted nabbing of Gunnar Henderson, that was pretty close. Bailey looks like he's got a pretty good arm. Here, did Holiday go on that? It looked like Bailey jumped up to... Oh, was that a foul ball? Okay. 0-1 the count. Holiday did take off, but Rivera with a foul ball. I'm blurry. Erica, that just means the alcohol's working. Swing and a miss here, and the count is 0-2. I got an adjective I could add to the end of that, JM, but I won't. The 0-2 pitch is fouled away. We'll do it again. No score, bottom of the third. The Orioles at the plate with a runner at first, nobody down. Number 9 hitter at the plate, Gunnar Henderson is on deck. 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Rivera chased a pitch way up in the zone, out of the zone. And Logan Webb is already up to 5 strikeouts. 5 of the first 7 outs recorded for the Giants on Oriole hitters have been via the punch-out. Orioles are striking out way too often in recent games. Blake Snell is understandable. Gunnar at the plate now, and he called strike. Come on, Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Thomas Fitz, you're getting buff? Fitz is buffing up. This pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on Henderson. You hitting the gym there, Fitz? Are you pumping Island? Oh, buffer ring. I'm sorry. I thought you meant you were getting buff. Here's a foul ball off to the right. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gunnar. Engelbert. One-two pitch, low and away, 2-2. Oh, great! We have to get confirmation that Fitz had a workout. Oh boy, I can't help it, Fitz.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
Gunnar asks for time. We got a 2-2 count. 1 down, runner at first. Erica, all good to go. Here's a check on the runner. Holiday's back standing. Still want to see him try to nab second base, but with Gunnar at the plate, maybe leave it up to him until it gets to a full count. 2-2 pitch is up and away, and there you go. We got a full count here. Go ahead and take off here, Holiday. Let's get the runner in motion on this full count pitch coming up now to Gunnar Henderson. This will be the 50th pitch of the day for Webb, and it is swung on and fouled behind the plate. On a tough pitch, low and in. Gunnar got a piece of it to stay alive. Folks, come on now. Payoff pitch. Swung on, hit the left field. This ball's going to hang up there and caught by Conforto in what would be pretty deep left field in most ballparks, but plenty of room out here at Camden Yards. 2 down in the inning. Henderson flies out to left. Said Mullins is up. I cannot get over just how great the weather looks out there, folks. God, I want to be at this game. Plenty of good seats available as well. I'd be sneaking my way right on down. I know how to sneak. Don't try me. Here's a called strike to Mullins, top of the zone. Runner at first, 2 down, no score, bottom of the third. 0-1 pitch to Mullins. Swing and a miss. Man, you could see Ced winding up and committing on a pitch that broke low and inside. Unhittable. He is behind now, 0-2. This pitch is hit to left field, but again, it's right at Conforto, that giant left field, and he is in the exact spot to make the catch on a ball that's lined pretty hard by Mullins on an 0-2 pitch that was on the upper outside corner of the plate. It was a good swing. Just unfortunate luck there, and the inning is over. We head to the 4th inning now, still scoreless. Well, folks, this game is flying by. I tell you what. I mean, this game is 50 minutes over. Well, I guess that's pretty normal in this day and age. But, yeah, might be time to enjoy a little bit of the old Special Lucky, which I've only got a little nub of. But, hey, a little dab will do ya. Uh-oh, look out. Lovely. Oh, I read that, Janet, as you had a date. You had to deal. Yeah, I can imagine. I can I haven't been in a Hell Mart in over a decade now. I feel blessed. But I do enjoy watching compilation videos of Walmart antics. You guys ever tune into those on the YouTube? I don't know, just type in Walmart weirdos or something. That should give you a nice rabbit hole for a couple of weeks. All right, folks, we are starting the top of the 4th. Encarnacion at the plate, swing and a miss on a pitch by Eflin that was a sinker off the plate inside. 0-1 the count. Pardon me, Michael? I'm sorry, Michael. What am I doing? Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that pitch is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is low. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Michael's just having a little bit of fun. Worried about that secondhand digital smoke. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. We'll do it again. Top of the 4th, no score. Oh, yeah, Walmart fashion, folks. It doesn't get better. To me, it's like the Met Gala when you go into a Walmart. This pitch is chopped, third base side. Rivera with a throw, but it's not going to be in time. Another infield hit on a ball hit Rivera's way. Leadoff man on here for the Giants. Encarnacion reaches on an infield hit, third hit for San Francisco. Hey, Michael, out of curiosity, those BirdWatcher binoculars, were those gifted to you? Just wondering. Here is Conforto, and he takes a curveball well off the plate outside for ball 1. 1-0 from Eflin. Outside again. 2-0 the count. Once again, Conforto has had a hot series. 3 hits yesterday, including a home run. He's got a hit today, albeit of the infield variety. And this pitch is high, and now Eflin has fallen behind Conforto 3-0. Got to be careful here. Once again, Conforto has hit Eflin well in his career. There's nobody out in the inning and a runner at first base. The 3-0 pitch, and wow, he left it right there. He really did. That ball's gone. 3-0 pitch. Eflin gave him a heater. Conforto sat on it, turned on it, and hit it right out of here into the bleachers in right center field. 2-0 Giants. That was hard to watch. That was hard to watch. 88 miles an hour, center cut. Man, oh Shevitz. Tyler Fitzgerald's at the plate. He hits a chopper. Foul. I got a feeling some people in chat right now are going, yikes. And I know how it feels. Again, what are you going to do? I mean, I sat here going, be careful with Conforto from the top of the show. He's 2 for 2 with another home run today. And he's now hit 4 home runs off of Eflin in his career. I mean, when you fall behind 3-0 to him, you can't throw a get-me-over 88-mile-an-hour pitch. You just can't. I know you don't like to walk guys, Eflin, but that was not the time for a pitch like that. Tyler Fitzgerald comes back up to the plate after a brief delay. It's 0-2 on him. Still nobody out in the inning. Next pitch is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right. Well, it was nice briefly knowing you. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's inside 2-2. That would be why, Fitz. Two and two the count. Popped up. First base side into shallow right field. Jackson Holliday with a nice basket catch with his back to the infield for out number 1. Folks, this is one of the finer defensive plays by Holliday in his young major league career. Got to tip your cap there. That deserves a nice play from Jack Burton.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
Holliday running with his back to the infield, over the shoulder basket catch. 1 away. Here is Patrick Bailey. He takes outside for ball 1. Bailey's now hitting .235 after hitting into a double play his first time up. This pitch is called a strike on the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1. I got a feeling it might be time to go over the new policy in the Charm City chat during the next half inning. As this next pitch is a tad low when the count goes to 3-1. No worries. Mods in the chat, no need to jump to anything. You're doing just fine. But, yeah, I think we're getting real close. The 3-1 pitch. That ball is hit to right field, and it's going to be caught out there on the run by Heston Kjerstad. Folks, look at Kjerstad chasing a ball down in the gap. That might be one of the nicer plays in the field I've seen him make in a Major League uniform. Heston Kjerstad normally looking a bit cautious when pursuing a baseball. He could not afford to be cautious here on this ball hitting to the gap, but he chases it down for the second out. Yes, indeed, Rob. I'll be talking about it here in a minute. Here is a foul ball at the plate by McRae. 2 down, nobody on, 2 runs in on a 2-run homer by Michael Conforto. 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled away, 0-2 the count. Infield playing pretty straight away. Gunnar shaded a little closer to the second base bag against this left-handed batter. And there's a swing and a miss on a cut fastball. Inning over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
The Giants get on the board. A 2-run homer by Michael Conforto, who continues to give Zach Eflin nightmares, to be honest. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Giants 2 and the Orioles nothing. All right, folks. I don't think I have too large of a crowd here today, so this won't be the first time I discuss it. Look at this. We haven't even gotten up to 1,000 views yet for a game that's nearly into the 5th inning. Small crowd. All right, well, consider yourselves, folks, the test subjects for a new policy that has been put into place for the Charm City Chat. First of all, let me just talk about the Charm City Chat in general. I named it such because it sort of represents the city and it represents the sort of mentality I'd like to see in the chat, which is for us to keep it nice and charming. And there's something, folks, that I feel like with this stage of the season, with the time that a lot of people here who are fans who have invested their time, we know we're watching a team struggle. We get it. But we want to have hope. And we want to support this team. And I feel that it's a disruption to the chat at this point with some of the negativity that's going on. Now, look, people, I don't want to be the thought police. And I understand that you're going to have frustrations. You want to say some critical things. Guess what? I'm going to give you the opportunity to continue to do that. But there is a caveat, and that caveat is this. If you've got something negative to say, feel free to say it. But for every negative comment a chatter here is to leave, they must also match that with one positive comment. Now, if you're unable to keep a level score between positive and negative comments, then you can leave as many negative comments as you'd like. You're just going to have to work a little bit harder to do it. Okay? That's how we're going to do it. I'm not silencing you. I'm not revoking your right to free speech. I'm merely going to make it a little more difficult for you. And that difficulty, that punishment, is to simply say something good about the team you allegedly love. Okay? Back to the ball game. Anthony Santander is at the plate, and guess what, folks? He's got a 3-1 count. Make it ball 4. Leadoff walk for Tony.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Anthony Santander is on. That brings the tying run to the plate. In the form of Colton Cowser. So, folks, anybody hear any of that explanation? Maybe you could give me some feedback right now in the Charm City chat. Something to the effect of, I hear you, BW. And that'd be enough for me to know that you heard me. 0-1 the count on Cowser, who struck out his first time up. Next pitch, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Changeup from Logan Webb, who's up to 61 pitches at the moment. This pitch is low and in, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's quite the anecdote there, Shock 21. This pitch is up and away, and the count is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, I guess just a good old-fashioned, I hear ya. Here's a base hit into right center field. And the Orioles have 2 men on now with nobody out, folks. Well, Emery, all I can say is that I spent pretty much the entire day since the last ball game mulling this over, trying to think of something that was diplomatic and as fair as possible. I'm allowing everybody to say whatever it is that they want to say, but I also want them to put their money where their mouth is as fans and show me that you're capable of showing as much support for this team as you are being critical at this stage of the season. Again, I'll give you a comparison. Tuning into my channel, Rutschman at the plate, on an 0-1 pitch, he fouls it back. Tuning into my channel is much like going to a movie theater and watching a movie. You are having a shared experience with other people in an audience. The movie is baseball that we're watching together. Now, the movie may not be good, right? But you bought a ticket to be here. You're taking your time. Do you want somebody else in the crowd to just stand up during the entire movie and just talk about out loud, hey, everybody, this movie sucks. Yeah, let me tell you a little bit more about how this movie sucks. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. You have that opinion. If you don't like the movie, you're free to leave. Or sit quietly and just say, damn, wish I would have went to see this other movie. That's how you behave in an environment like that. Apply that same mentality and logic here, and you'll be fine. We've got a 1-2 count on Adley Rutschman, runners at first and second. That analogy make any sense to anyone out there? Good. The pitch is off the plate outside, 2-2. I'm all about free speech, folks, but there's also something that's called a disruption. So I took everything into consideration. I'm trying the best I can to make this chat as best as it can be for everybody. For everybody. 2-2 the count on Rutschman, folks. Do you mind if I hit this button? The pitch is up and away. We got a full count, folks. You know what would be great is that I finally laid down the law on this chat and all this negativity, and then Adley comes through. This ball's hit down the right field corner. Is it fair? You bet your bottom dollar it's fair. Santander scores, and the Orioles are on the board. It's 2-1. An RBI double by Adley Rutschman. Runners at second and third, and nobody out. Folks, welcome to the new era of the BirdWatcher channel. Second and third, nobody out. Ryan O'Hearn is at the plate.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Swung on and fouled off to the right. Welcome to the new era of the BirdWatcher channel.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
.73 pitches Webb is at right now. Pitch. That one's a tapper back to Webb, and that's going to hold the base runners. Oh, the worst possible outcome other than a strikeout. Pretty much the same result as a strikeout. A comebacker to Webb. The runners are still at second and third with one down. Heston Kjerstad is coming up, and we need a solid at-bat from him. Put this ball in play. That is the tying run at third base. Come on, we've got some momentum. Keep it going, Silent J. Keep it going, buddy. Folks, stay quiet. That first pitch is low and inside for ball one. Folks, Charm City chat, quiet, please. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1 Giants. The Orioles are on the board. Second and third, only 1 out. 1-1 pitch, taken low, 2-1. Folks, it's just my observation, but it feels like the Oriole batters don't appear to be pressing so much. They are seeing the pitches a little bit better out of the hand and are recognizing a breaking ball that's not going to be in the zone, and they're not chasing. 2-1 pitch is a foul ball on a cutter, a nasty one, top of the zone. And the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Come on, Silent J. Folks, somebody has to make some noise. The 2-2 pitch, fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Folks. Please go back to the bibliography section and check the card catalog. We're in the library. Be quiet. 2-2 pitch. Up and away, ball 3. All right, folks. Charge. Charge. The pitch. He swings. Did he get a piece? Thank God he did on a ball that just fouled right at the plate. Kjerstad just stays alive. There is activity in the Giants' pen. A right-hander getting loose. With Webb now over 80 pitches, only in the 4th inning. The payoff pitch coming. Oh, why did you swing at that? God. Oh, he swung at ball 4. Kjerstad chased a sinker that dropped way below the zone. Oh, boy, that ball started right at the bottom of the zone, and Kjerstad committed. Could not touch it. And now, 2 down for Holiday, folks. He takes a called strike on the outside corner. Come on, Jackson. You walked your first time up, buddy. We need help. We need 2-out help now. The pitch. He hits it up the middle, and it's a base hit. It's a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes another at the plate. He's safe. And the Orioles have taken the lead 3-2 on a 2-out, 2-run single by Jackson Holiday. Come on.
It's magic. You know. It's magic.
Folks, Flash it up. The Orioles have taken the lead. And a meeting on the mound as Logan Webb does not appear long for this ball game. 3-2 Baltimore. Welcome to the new era of the BirdWatcher channel. Hope you enjoy it!
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get late.
This is great iced tea. This is great iced tea.
Oh boy, is this great!
All right, folks, Emmanuel Rivera is at the plate.
Mr. Emmanuel Lewis.
Check on Holiday. He's standing at first. 2 down. The Orioles have taken the lead with 3 runs after the Giants had put up 2 in the top half of the inning. Here's a ball hit back up the middle, and a bit of a bobble there by the second baseman, but the ball hit right at the bag. He's able to collect himself and tap the bag with his glove to end the inning on a force play. But the Orioles, folks, we rallied. We fell behind, and we rallied. We didn't just rally. We fell behind. We had a reason for our morale to go down. And instead of just going up there with another 1, 2, 3 inning, striking out, whatever, we rallied. We rallied. The Orioles lead at 3-2. Where's the lucky? All right, I got a ration. I got 3. It's only the 5th inning. I got 3, and if I have this, that means I have 2. I'm going to have to wait another... shit. I really want one right now. This is like an after-sex lucky, you know? Screw it. I just...
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get late.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Hoo-ha. I think somebody reported in the Charm City chat earlier. I didn't acknowledge it, but props to that who did. I guess Gunnar Henderson earlier in the ball game, that stolen base was number 20 on the season. So make that a 30-20 season for Gunnar. Likely going to be a 40, well, maybe not likely at this point. He's going to have to hit 3 more home runs over the next 10 games plus to get to 40. But he's the kind of guy that can get on a run and do it. That's for sure. Here we go, folks. Top of the 5th. Eflin's first pitch here is a sweeping slider off the plate outside for ball 1. It's Casey Schmidt at the bat. This one's hit on the ground to short. Gunnar. Strong throw. Accurate throw. 1 away. Pitch count for Eflin's at 72 with 1 out now in the 5th. Donovan Walton, the Giants' second baseman, at the plate, 0 for 1, struck out back in the 3rd. Takes a curveball. Where'd that miss, Blue? Where'd that miss, Blue? It was in the zone the whole damn time.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
1-0 pitch. Another curveball. This one is hit softly down the first base line. Eflin with a flip, and my goodness, that was nearly a disaster. As O'Hearn had to hold his arm up to the very tippy top to receive this flip. Nearly flipped it right over O'Hearn's head. Well, I mean, it was over his head. And his foot nearly was not on the base. It was a close play. And guess what? Nothing the Giants can do about it. They gave away their challenge back in the first inning. 2 down, here's Mike Yastrzemski. And he takes a sinker low for ball 1. Pocket watch, there's no such thing as too emotionally invested. This pitch is lined in a... Oh, Jackson Holliday leaps in the air to grab this ball ticketed to right center field. And this inning is over. The Orioles. It's all in the reflexes.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Jack Burton says we're getting out of this inning and we're going to the bottom of the 5th with the lead.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
You listen to me, Charm City chat.
Oh boy, is this great!
Nothing gonna break my stride. Nothing gonna break my stride.
How we doing? Folks, I don't know if you read my mission statement on the channel, but in case you weren't aware.
We're on a mission from God.
All right. So in case you guys were worried about something, just remember.
We're on a mission from God.
All I know is it's 106 miles to Baltimore. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and I'm wearing my Oriole hat. All right. Let's go. Anybody in the mood to win a pennant? Or is it just me? I don't think so, Shock 21, but you know what? Let's take a quick gander just to make sure nothing's changed. Folks, you want to see the starting pitching matchups for the remainder of the season? Here it is. Starting tomorrow, it's going to be Corbin Burns against Montero. Game 2, Cade Povich against Olson. And in Game 3, Albert Suarez against Casey Mize. Against the Yankees, Dean Kramer against Marcus Stroman. Zach Eflin against Nestor Cortez. Corbin Burns against Clark Schmidt. And then finally against the Twins, Povich versus Pablo Lopez. Suarez against Matthews. And Kramer against Ober. Gunnar Henderson at the plate, and he takes a big hack, and it's a swing and a miss. Logan Webb is still out there now on 87 pitches. Bottom of the 5th, 0-2 the count on Henderson. Where you at, buddy?
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
And there's a foul ball down the right field line. Still 0-2 on Gunnar. Hey, David, how you doing, buddy? David, you might want to hang around. We're winning. So here's a swing and a miss. Henderson goes down on strikes. 7 strikeouts now for Logan Webb. One way or another, this should be his final inning of work. He is already about to throw his 90th pitch. Hopefully we can work some deep counts here and be sure to put him out of his misery. Here's Sed Mullins, and he takes a called strike on a nasty sinker up. It was a top of the zone on the inside corner on a sinker. Tough pitch to Sed.
Well said, now you know what to do.
This pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. David, are you being facetious? Logan Webb? He's a great young hurler. One of the better young arms in the National League. I think he's already been to at least 1 All-Star game. And I think he had some Cy Young votes last year. This pitch is popped up to right. Going out is the second baseman in shallow right to make the catch. Mullins retired, 2 down. Webb now 92 pitches. Erica, you are not the mother. Anthony Santander.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Erica, how much of the team are you doing hanky-panky with here? I can't keep track. Is it only Gunnar? Here's a called strike to Tony. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You do you, boo. All's fair in love and love. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. So there you go. Webb was an all-star this year. So yeah, he's pretty good, David. Oh, and 2 the count on Tony. 2 down, bases empty, bottom of the 5th. This pitch is laid off on a low one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, Jenna, you sure no room for Cowser in there? Here's a swing and a miss. Tony goes down swinging, and the Orioles go down 1-2-3 in the 5th. So Logan Webb, after having a rough 4th inning, is able to come out here and complete 5. But that is likely the end of the day for him. We go now to the 6th inning. The Orioles lead it 3-2. Both teams with 4 hits, no errors. What's going on with that Twins game? Minnesota lead it 2-1. The Guardians, I believe, have a magic number of like 1. The Guardians will be the next team to clinch a playoff spot. The Yankees the first to do so last night. The Brewers, at the moment, the only National League team to have clinched. But folks, with each passing day from here on out, there'll be a lot of clinching going on. More clinching than 3 hours after a visit to Taco Bell. I tell you what. What? Too soon? Too much?
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
I apologize for Baltimore.
I don't know what came over me.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
Thank you, David, for taking what I was trying to express without saying it and just saying it anyway. The subtlety is gone. I tried to work around it, but yeah, we're basically talking about butt clenching, folks, in case anybody was confused. All right. 2024, that's right. Here we go. Top of the 6th, Lamont Wade Jr. at the plate. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Giants. He looks at a pitch a bit off the plate outside for ball 1. Pitch number 78 of the afternoon from Eflin is swung on and missed. Cutter at the top of the zone. Whoa, folks, we got a huge message coming in here after a foul ball by Wade. The count now 1-2 strikes.
Message for you, son.
Emery Garrett with a huge super chat. Says, cheers to the new era. Let's get this W, Emery. Cheers to you, my friend.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Here's a pop-up down the left field line. Cowser's going to be able to camp under it. And it looks like he catches it just a foot or two into foul ground for out number 1. Thank you so much, Emery. Folks, hit the like button on that Emery super chat now. Just afforded me another bag of coal to keep the fire going. That makes no sense. I live in Thailand. All right, that's enough to buy another block of ice. Thank you so much, Emery. We got Encarnacion at the plate here. 0-1 on him right now. Oh, snap. Folks, have you heard the news? Have you heard the news? Down in AAA Norfolk, Jordan Westburg, RBI single. He is coming back, folks.
West is that way.
There's a called strike to Encarnacion, and the count is 1-2. Jordan Westburg is working his way back to you, babe.
West is that way.
Wouldn't you like to know, Ryan?
West is that way.
2-2 the count. I love it when somebody hasn't said anything ever, and that's the first comment. It's all you can imagine, Ryan. This ball's hit in the right center field. It's going to get down. Mullins will cut it off in the right center field gap to hold Encarnacion to a single. 1-out single. That's the tying run now at first base for the Giants. All right. Ryan, they're great, but they can't hold a candle to the ladies of Baltimore. All those Huns. Oh, I miss those Huns. I was the Attila to those Huns. Feels like a lifetime ago. Michael Conforto at the plate, folks. Here's the dangerous bat here that Eflin needs to get out. A 1-0 pitch is called a strike, and a little bit of help from the umpire. That looked about an inch or two off the plate. Conforto 2 for 2 today. He's something like 5 for his last 6. I know, man. I know. Oh, are you saying the ladies of Baltimore aren't up to snuff anymore? Is that the implication there, David? This pitch is fouled away, 1-2. Big Jim, I think we would probably be looking at a team closer to the team we saw last season. I really do. A team that was closer to 100 wins than trying to scrap for 90. This ball is hit on the ground. Rivera goes to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get, as Henderson was unable to get off a relay throw with the base runner coming in hard. So it'll be a fielder's choice for Conforto, which, hey, he got on base again, but in a way that gets an out. We'll take it. 2 down in the inning. Tyler Fitzgerald coming up. He's 1 for 2. And this pitch is fouled off to the right. 0-1. Hey, folks, say hello to Charles Adderley in the Charm City chat. Hey, Charles, what's the weather like in the Bahamas? Give us an update, why don't you? Two down, runner at first. The 0-1 pitch to Fitzgerald is swung on a missed. Slider breaking off the outside. 0-2 the count. Eflin, 91 pitches. 1 strike away from completing 6 innings in a quality start with the lead. Could be his final pitch coming up here. The 0-2 is swung on. That is hit to left, and it will drop in for a base hit. Not hit hard at all. Just sort of served out there. So Eflin, despite not really getting hit around here, still has a jam on his hands with 2 on now and 2 out. Patrick Bailey, the switch hitting catcher, is due up next. This could be the last batter for Eflin either way. Drew French is out to talk about it. Folks, if the result of today's game is anything like the weather, it ought to be a beautiful, beautiful result. Man, it looks gorgeous out there at the yard. You don't need an Instagram filter for this, folks. That is just plain old beauty right there. Cionel Perez is getting warmed up for the Orioles. Here we go. Bailey at the plate. First pitch. And that ball is hitting to right, and it's going back toward the wall. Kjerstad makes the catch! Heston Kjerstad with his second nice catch of the day. A chance to play in the field, and he's made the most of it. This ball was hit hard toward the out-of-town scoreboard and right. He had to make this play, and he did. A big catch to win the inning. We preserve the lead. We go to the bottom of the sixth, 3-2 Baltimore. That's right, folks. Please.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
All right, look, folks. This is the size of what I got to work with here, all right? So I'm going to light this up. It's going to make me look like a crackhead, all right? But I ain't got time to roll another one. And I've smoked roaches 1/8 the size of this with no problem. So just let me do it. I know what I'm doing. I've only got blisters on the lips once or twice in my life. I know what I'm doing. MG? Pitiful. Aw. It's great out here, MG. Now that it's legal. You know, I mean, not for nothing, but, you know. Got this shipment in, you know. I don't know if you can really see, but that's a... There's a lot of luckies in there. That'll set you back about $45 American. That's right. I spent about a total of $2.50 a day on special luckies. I've done the math. All right, folks. Bottom of the sixth coming up. Colton Cowser. Let's get some cows up in the chat. That is a nice price. And guess what? That's also delivered. You know, to your door. All right, fouled away. We got a lefty out here in relief of Logan Webb, by the way, folks. I apologize for only now getting to it. It's Taylor Rogers, the left-hander. And an 0-2 count on Cowser. He is gone on 3 pitches. Ouch. Cowser caught looking, a 3-pitch strikeout. Here is your weather update from Nassau, Bahamas. 84 degrees Fahrenheit, feels like 91. Expected low temperature is 79 degrees. Winds from the west at 8 miles per hour. Humidity 70%. Light rain in the area, mostly cloudy skies. Here is Adley Rutschman, who takes a called strike. Rutschman batting from the right-hand side here. RBI double back in the 4th inning. Also scored a run in that rally. He asks for time, currently on an 0-1 count. See, that puppy almost went out on me. It is powerful, Charles. It's powerful indeed. That pitch is in on Rutschman. I almost thought it hit him there for a moment. The count is 1 ball, 1 strike. This is powerful indeed. Pitch. Low and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Erica is in love again. Adley fouls one off to the right. Or excuse me, to the left. I had a 50-50 chance, and I blew it. The count is 2-2. Big Jim, if you count college radio as radio, yeah. But I'm used to working in media production and stuff behind the scenes, not really out in front. But, figured I'd say, what the hell. 2-2 pitch to Adley. That ball is fouled away. We'll do it again. What are you implying there, Big Jim? Are you implying that it sounds like I've got some experience doing this and I'm pretty good? I'll take it. I'll take the implied compliment. The 2-2 pitch is outside. Okay, we got a full count, folks. Where's my bugle? David is doxing himself at the moment. Oh, Adley back to that uppercut swing. This ball is going to be hit high in the air to center field. Can of corn, out number 2. Yep, that went out. Maybe I do need to get one ready here. And that should last me. That ought to do it. Here's Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Not a good day at the plate so far for O'Hearn. 0 for 2. And he looks at a called strike. Again, Brandon Hyde electing to keep O'Hearn in here against a lefty. Worked off or paid off yesterday. I was going to say worked out or paid off, and I went with worked off. So I think my special lucky is working. The count is now 1-1 on Ryan O'Hearn. He had a RBI double again yesterday against the lefty reliever. This pitch is low and outside. 2-1. Well, there you go, folks. Charles said it. This pitch is hit in the air by O'Hearn. Looked good off the bat, and it's going to dunk in there for a base hit. Ryan O'Hearn, a big swing, but it turns out to be a bit of a duck snort in the right center field. A 2-out single, his first hit of the ball game. That's another hit off another lefty for O'Hearn. We will take it, David. MG, I promise, if you Google it, you'll see a baseball definition. I hope you do. Heston Kjerstad's at the plate. Folks, please, can I have silence? Please, everybody, just a moment of silence. There's a called strike. 1-1 the count on Heston Kjerstad. 0 for 2 so far today. Did you look it up, MG? This ball's a chopper. It's a Baltimore chop. The shortstop's got it, though, and enough time to throw Kjerstad out at first. And the inning is over. The Orioles get a runner on, but that's it. It's still a tight ball game here. 3-2 Baltimore. We're now going into the late innings. MG, it's almost like I know what I'm frickin' talking about over here, huh? It's almost like I know exactly. I want to know. What does it say when you type in duck snort? I hope this isn't gonna backfire on me. A fly ball that barely makes it over the infield for a hit. Yeah, it's a duck snort. I've been around the block there, MG. I picked up on a lot of terminology, and I like to, Wow, look at this. -2 subscribers today. Gee, I wonder who those people might be. Hey, folks, Hey, folks, if the channel has to take a downward trend in order to weed out a few people that are making everybody else miserable, so be it. That's fine. It looked like we were going to hit 2,200 subscribers today because when I logged in, we needed 9 more people. Well, now we need 11 more people. But guess what? What has been more of a priority for me over the last several days has been the health of this channel in terms of the chat experience. The growth of the channel can be put on hold, even though we are in crunch time. And I am kind of banking on this stage of the season and the playoffs to be a bit of a boost for this channel. Again, I'm going to run this channel my way, which that might sound like, I don't know, pretty douchey. But I say it my way, I live by a code of ethics. And I want to have an environment that I feel like is healthy. You know, so I got to make those calls. Cionel Perez is on the pitch. We are in the top of the 7th. And his first pitch is not near the zone at all. A slider that missed up and away. Let's get this ball closer to the zone here, Perez. Oh, there's a nice pitch. A slider. That one had the right break on it. By the way, it's Helio Ramos at the plate, who is pinch hitting for the Giants in place of McRae. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 2-1. So Ramos on, right-handed bat, lots of power. 2-1 pitch, and he loses the baseball bat on a foul ball. And that bat is caught in the netting, the protective netting, separating the fans in the lower bowl around the infield here. And that ball is just, they're shaking the netting, trying to, I guess, wiggle this bat out, but the bat is a bit top heavy. Someone's going to have to get a ladder to retrieve this. That bat might just have to hang there for a little while. And it will. There is a bat just hanging somewhere. Oh, come on, Blue. What a beautiful slider low and in. Looks like it caught the corner on a 2-2 pitch, but not strike 3, and now the count has gone full. Payoff pitch. Same pitch. This time Ramos swings at it, fouls it away. And that bat remains still in the netting. Some unlucky fan is sitting in a precise seat at an angle where that bat is blocking their view of right where home plate is. That's got to suck. Just move a seat over. That pitch is high, and Perez has walked the leadoff man to begin the top of the 7th. This is not what you want to see. Late in the ball game with a 1-run lead, walking the leadoff man. Casey Schmidt is now at the plate. First pitch to him is hit into left center field. Mullins, or not, is that Mullins? Yeah, it's going to drop in front. Folks, the first 2 men are on. Perez has come in and given up back-to-back base runners, a walk and now a hit. And a lefty coming up to hit now. This is the last batter Perez is required to face. I hope we got somebody ready to go because this looks like we're getting the bad Perez today. Folks, let's hope we get a big out here and keep these runners where they are. Nobody out, first and second. Walton, the number 9 hitter. Perez steps off the rubber and fakes a throw to second. The pitch, a bunt attempt, and that ball's foul. My goodness. Off the bat, that looked like it might be another perfect bunt, but thankfully a little bit of English allows that ball to drift foul. 0-1 the count. Let's see if Walton is going to show bunt again here. It does seem the prudent move for the Giants. This guy's a number 9 hitter, lefty on lefty. I think he might try to bunt again. He's showing it, and it's fouled at the plate. Folks, Walton, unable to lay the bunt down in fair territory, now has an 0-2 count. And you got to wonder if they're going to leave the bunt on here or not. Either way, Perez is in really good shape to just strike this guy out. The slider is looking pretty good if he can locate it. The 0-2 pitch. Slider swung on and missed on a pitch at the top of the zone. A huge strikeout for the first out here in the 7th.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. We needed that one. For sure. Another lefty coming up. It's Mike Yastrzemski. Runners stay at first and second. One down now. First pitch. In there. 97. Strike one. Yaz is 0 for 2 today. He did walk back in the 3rd. 3-2 Orioles in the top of the 7th. The Giants threatening. First and second, one away. The 0-1 pitch. Taken for a called strike 2 at 97. Yastrzemski has left the bat on the shoulders for 2 pitches, and he's in the hole. Perez looks at the runner at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider. Oh, make that a fastball. That ball was off the plate so far, I just had to assume it was a slider. That was the heater. Half a foot off the plate, and Yastrzemski swung at it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 down in the inning. Lamont Wade Jr. at the plate. Another lefty in a swing and a miss on a sinker at 97 from Perez. Oh, boy, we need one more out here. First and second, 2 down. The 0-1. Off the plate. That slider started outside and just kept going further away. It was all Rutschman can do from that ball from getting away. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Swung on. That's lined in the right and right at Heston Kjerstad. This inning is over. Perez gets out of the jam, and the Orioles still lead this ball game. Folks,
do you believe in me?
I hope you do.
We're on a mission from God.
That's right.
This being Baltimore and all.
This is great iced tea.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Folks, I forgot. It's the 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore. Folks, there's only a few home games left in the season. Only a few more chances to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in chat.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Oh, I got to refresh the game here. Look out. Look out. All right. All right, all right, all right.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Hey, folks. Again, well over 100 of you watching right now, but we can't get those likes up to 100, can we? We just got number 80. That's great. Folks, if you have not hit the like button yet, I'm asking you kindly. We'd like to get to 100 today. It's a pretty low turnout on this Thursday early afternoon affair. Again, the Orioles have been struggling. A lot of people have been tuning out. And hell, I got people unsubscribing. They're so ready to give up. But you guys are here. You're not giving up. Please hit the like button. Jackson Holliday is going to lead it off in the bottom of the 7th. He takes outside for ball 1. There's a right-hander on named Bivens for the Giants. Next pitch to Holliday inside. 2-0 the count. Let's take a quick look at this guy. Spencer Bivens. ERA just over 3. The 2-0 is fouled straight back. Holliday took a big hack on a 2-0 count. Fair enough. Holliday today's been pretty productive. He's been on 2 times in 2 appearances, a walk and a hit, an RBI. Two-1 the count, and the pitch is off the plate, 2-2. Let me get that scoreboard back up here. There it is. Three and 1 Holliday. And a big cut and a miss again. Well, to be fair to Jackson, every pitch off the plate he took. And the 2 that have been in the zone, he went after. Just hasn't been able to make contact yet with the full count now. Pitch. And that is called strike 3, and that is not a strike. Oh, boy. I hate this ump.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
This pitch was outside, but to be fair, really late action on this. This is a nasty pitch. Taking a look at the replay, that ball just kept going, tailing away from Holliday. Here is Emmanuel Rivera, 1 out, nobody on. He takes a called strike. Rivera. Emmanuel.
Mr. Emmanuel Lewis.
We call him Webster around here. This ball's lined up the middle, and it's off the glove of the second baseman and will roll. It'll trickle into shallow center field for a base hit. Emmanuel Rivera gets on base with a hard hit ball that the second baseman could not handle. It should be a clean hit. Not an error. That ball was smoked. Runner at first, 1 down. That is an insurance run out there, and I want to see him come around. Back to the top of the order, folks. It's Gunner, and he takes a called strike.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
Rivera has a hit today. Holliday has a hit. O'Hearn, Rutschman, Cowser. Gunner has a hit today. This pitch is a called strike 2. 0-2 the count on Gunner. The Orioles have a 1-run lead. The Giants have a 1-hit lead. I will take the run over the hit. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, hit on the ground, right-hand side. First baseman throws to second for one. Back to first. Wow, they complete that double play. I figured Henderson had the speed to beat out this play on what turned out to be a 3-6-1 or a 3-6-3. Wow, the Orioles have already challenged this. Let me see who got this return throw. Nice throw by Wade to second to start this. And yeah, it's a 3-6-1. Yeah, we're safe. We're safe. We're going to win this challenge. So we'll just have to hang out and wait for this play to be overturned. We're safe.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
And that call has already been overturned in record time. Gunnar Henderson, it turns out to be a fielder's choice, and there's 2 down. I knew it couldn't be possible. I sat there and I called a Gunnar Henderson double play in a ball that I thought there's no damn way. Well, it turns out there was no damn way. Here's Ced Mullins.
Well said, now you know what to do.
2 down, runner at first. Gunnar, feel free to run. Mullins goes after this pitch, and the catcher, a little late to react to a foul pop-up behind home plate. He went into a sliding catch attempt, but he comes up a bit short. Had he immediately reacted to this, he might have had a chance. Instead, it's just a foul ball and a strike on Mullins. 2 down, runner at first, and an 0-1 pitch coming to Ced. Is lined on the ground and a base hit. Mullins. And Gunnar is going to go first to third. Folks, keep that line moving. Mullins gets his first hit of the ball game. 7 hits now for the Orioles from 7 different hitters. Just 2 guys left in the lineup without a hit today, and one of them's coming up right now, and his name is Anthony Santander.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Tony, why not put a big old cherry on top? Get your first hit of the day, my friend. First and third, 2 down. Get them taters up in the chat, folks. Check on the runner. Mullins is back standing. Santander did reach today on a walk, but he's had a pretty quiet series here. I feel like he's due. This pitch is up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Charm City chat. The new era of the BirdWatcher channel. If you are here today, you're a part of history. The pitch is inside, 2-0. 2-0 on Tony. And Ced Mullins steals second base. Mullins steals second base on that pitch. So a base hit will drive in 2 runs here now. And they're just going to put Tony on now. They are going to put him on.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Colton Cowser, it's up to you to make the Giants pay. Ced steals a base, and they put Tony on for free. They're basically putting the onus on you, my friend. Can you do it here, buddy? First pitch is inside. Get them cows up in the chat. Show me some milkmen. Mullins, stolen base number 30. Not bad for a bum. Bases loaded, 2 down, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled away, 1-1. Folks. Folks, all we want to do is just feel a little bit of joy, a little bit of euphoria, if only for a day. Give us a big swing, Cowser. The pitch, that one's going to be grounded foul behind the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Gunner at third, set at second, Tony at first. The pitch. Hit foul left side. And we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. I need a lucky. If I've got 2 left, I should be okay. And I do. Your boy's getting anxiety over here. A 1-2 pitch to Cowser. Hit on the ground. Second base, and he's going to have a short flip to get the final out. And the Orioles leave the bases loaded. Folks, that really, really sucks. But I'm telling you right now, we have to win this ball game. We cannot allow to have an opportunity like that to add on, come back and bite us in the butt. We got to win this ball game. Anyway, anyhow, there are 2 innings left. Let's just hope this bullpen's got it together today, folks. Let's hope this bullpen's got it together. We've got another chance at the plate as well to add on before the 9th. Hang in there, folks. We lead it 3-2 going into the 8th inning. Light up a lucky if you got it, all right? If you're of age. Go into the bullpen.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
All right.
Call it the Baltimore Miracle or some shit.
Yeah. Baltimore Miracle. Baltimore Miracle.
This is great iced tea.
Jeez. I should have invested in the... But there's no space. I got no space. I barely got space for this thing, and it's like the size of maybe 2 credit cards taped together. But yeah, I have to cycle through like 7 pages of sound clips now. It's a bit of a... It's a bit of a bother. All right. Ryan Walker. Why am I looking at his stats when it's the Giants coming up to hit right now? I don't know. But here we go. Top of the 8th. Who's going to come on the pitch for Baltimore, you ask? I'm assuming Cano. And what do you know? There he is. First pitch. Swung on and missed by Encarnacion. Yennier Cano on with a 1-run lead, facing the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. This pitch is in the dirt, and the count is even at 1-1. This might be the toughest of the 2 innings remaining in terms of maintaining this lead. Facing the heart of the lineup here, 3, 4, and 5. This pitch is well inside by Cano. Not close at all. The count is 2-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A sinker that just bore inside on the batter. No chance to make contact. Probably 3, 4 inches inside. Even up at 2-2 here. And the next pitch is inside again. Cano trying to go back to that same well. But Encarnacion not buying it this time. And the count is full. Very important to keep this leadoff man off base. And Encarnacion is 2 for 3 today already. Payoff pitch. Come on, don't throw a ball. That ball's fouled away. Good pitch by Cano. A sinker right at the bottom of the zone. Still 3-2 on Encarnacion. The pitch. Right in there, called strike 3. Sit your fat butt down, buddy.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
1 out in the 8th. Michael Conforto at the plate. There's a chopper foul behind the plate. 0-1. Conforto, 2 more hits today, including a 2-run homer. He has been the thorn in the Orioles' side in this series. He's responsible for the 2 runs on the board today. Cano needs to get him out. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. He's got him 0-2. He's got him 0-2. Well, at this point, Big Jim, I think you got to try to get him out. But give yourself a couple of chances to get him to chase something off the plate. The 0-2 pitch. And it's served into center field. Mullins goes into a dive, and he makes the catch. Said Mullins with another Webb gem. A diving catch coming in on a ball hit on a sort of a knuckler right into center field. That ball dropped quickly, and Said went to ground and made the catch. 2 down in the 8th. Said, you know what to do.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
Tyler Fitzgerald takes a pitch up and in on a sinker. 2 down, nobody on. And I just ashed on my crotch. I knew I would have done that. That was bound to happen. The 1-0 pitch. Called strike 2 with a sinker right at the bottom of the zone. Excuse me, it's 1-1. Oh, I'm too excited. I want it to be 0-2, but it's 1-1. Next pitch. That is a tapper foul, and now we've got 2 strikes. Yeah, folks, I'm going to have to walk away and clean the crotch. Might take a while. You need one of those little feather dusters, huh, Janet? The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Sit the hell down. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. We're leading 3-2.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hey, everybody, we're all gonna get late.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Bye. Bye, birdie.
Why is my screen showing Jackson Holliday currently at the plate? I don't know why. I don't know why. By the way, folks, if we do hang on and win this ball game, the hat, you won't be seeing my hair for the remainder of the season. The hat stays on until the bitter end. Or the glorious end, whatever the case may be. All right. That is more melted ice than it is coffee at this point. Not all that appetizing, but hey, just a little more caffeine for the final push. Hey, folks, yeah, please hit that like button. Thanks, Pocket Watch. Just 5 away from a hundo. Considering it's a low turnout today, I think 100 is a fair and decent count for the day. Insurance. You're in good hands. Oh, you know who sells insurance? Pedro Serrano. Adley Rutschman is going to lead it off in the bottom of the 8th.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
And it's still Bivens. Is that his name? Out there to pitch. Bivens still out there. That was pitch number 21. And it's up and away for ball 1. Sorry for the squeaks. This pitch is inside. 2-0. The pitch. That is a called strike. Adley turned away from it. And he gives the umpire a look on a pitch that was arguably a touch inside. The count is 2-1. There's one low. 3 balls and 1 strike. A lot of people at work, that's no excuse. This is a national holiday. How many more home games do we have on a weekday? 0. Play hooky, folks. Play hooky. There's a called strike. The count has gone full on Adley here, leading off the bottom of the 8th. Rutschman 1 for 3 on the day, including an RBI. That ball is swung on and missed, and Rutschman goes down swinging for the first out here in the bottom of the 8th. Is Sir Anthony confirmed getting up in the pen right now? Who else are we going to go to? Just wish it was only... I wish we had more than a 1-run lead right now. Here's Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
He turns and burns, and this ball's going to get down and bounce up against the wall in right field. O'Hearn, unfortunately, hit that ball too hard, and he'll have to hold up at first base. Ryan O'Hearn hits the crap out of it off the wall in right field, but too hard. The right fielder got it back quick, Yastrzemski. That ball took a very kind bounce right back to him. That ball was smoked. Here is Kjerstad. Folks, too late to be quiet. First pitch, he pops it up to left, and that's going to be out number 2. No time to quiet everybody on that Kjerstad at bat. It's too late, folks. It's too late. 2 down in the inning. One more chance to try to help out this lead. Jackson Holiday, folks. He takes low and away for ball 1. 1 for 2, a walk, a single, 2 runs batted in. He's up to 23 on the season. This pitch is up and away, not close, and the count is 2-0. It's getting a little too stuffy in here. Hold on. Bivens throws to first base to check on Ryan O'Hearn, who's back easily. The count is 2-0 on Holiday here with 2 down. And the pitch. Holiday again today takes a big cut on a 2-0 pitch. He got a good pitch to hit, but he's only able to foul it away. 2-1 the count. And this pitch is inside. The count is 3-1. Hitters count. O'Hearn is at first with 2 down. Pitch. Swung on, popped up, and going to get out of play. Full count now. Full count on Holiday. We got a payoff pitch coming. O'Hearn will be able to take off as soon as Bivens starts to go into motion. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate. We'll do it again. O'Hearn makes his way back to first. Jackson Holiday. I got a feeling he's going to hit the flag court right now. The pitch. Swung on, hit on the right side to first base. Wade Jr. will take it to the bag unassisted for the final out of the inning. Oh, I could dream, couldn't I? Folks, we're about to see if Sir Anthony Dominguez can keep the home run ball from being another problem again. He's going to have to come in and close the door, folks. Here we go.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Probably a bit short of the flag court. You know, you're right. That was an inaccurate call, the man. Probably a bit short. Probably a good 298 feet. Hey, John, guess what? You don't have to watch. Just listen. Let me do the driving, buddy. Get into the back of the van. Get in the fetal position. Take a nap. I'll do the driving. You'll be all right. Probably 10 feet. Probably. You know, if I make a compilation video out of the season, I don't know if it's going to be Oriole highlights or Charm City chat highlights, because there are quite a few. There are quite a few interesting interactions over the course of 6 months. What's your opinion of who is the MVP for the O's? MVP. Well, I think you have to say Gunnar Henderson. It's just a whole lot of offensive production with a little bit of speed thrown in. I mean, Santander is obviously, you know, you're talking about a 1-2 punch here. But Gunnar gives you that extra average and the speed. But he's also a little bit shaky on defense. But Tony isn't exactly a gold glover in right field. You know, you got to go. I think you got to go. I mean, Albert Suarez. I mean, as like a personal. Yeah, Albert Suarez, big props. Hey, look at Rob's answer, folks. Why don't we go with that? Hey, Patrick Bailey's at the plate, and he fouls this pitch back. Folks, we're in the 9th inning. I got to lock in here. Why have I not called the first pitch of the at-bat? The count is 1 ball, 1 strike on Patrick Bailey, who's 0 for 3 today. The pitch. On the outside edge, called a strike. Bit of a backdoor slider there from Dominguez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This ball is fouled off to the right. Still 1-2 on Bailey. Coming up later in the inning, it's going to be Helio Ramos and then Casey Schmidt. Of these 3 hitters, Ramos, the most dangerous, I would say, of the 3 in terms of hitting a long ball, which is what we're trying to avoid with Dominguez. Still 1-2 on Bailey. The pitch in the dirt, 2-2. My game just froze. Why did my game freeze? Now's not the time for the game to freeze. It's not a 2-hour thing. I'm hoping it's going to just bounce its way back live here, but it's still frozen. I'm going to have to hit refresh, folks. I mean, come on. It's the frickin' 9th inning in a 1-run game. Why are you doing this to me? Why? Okay, folks, it's a full count right now. We're caught back up. Full count on Patrick Bailey. Come on, Sir Anthony. The pitch. Outside the whole way there. Ball 4. Leadoff man has been walked in a 1-run ball game in the 9th. Helio Ramos is coming up. Dominguez, if you plan on being the guy in the 9th in October, you've got to shut this down right now. Shout out to Matt's work crew. And hang in there. Hold on to your hats. First pitch to Ramos is just a hair inside. I've seen that pitch called a strike today several times. Not called here. 1-0. I'm extremely frustrated with that non-strike call on that pitch. Because that ball was in the zone and then started the tail back inside. Perfect pitch, really. 1-0. Inside, and this time it's not close. It's 2-0 on Ramos. Dominguez has walked the first batter and now fallen behind 2-0. Find your stuff. The pitch. Inside. Or they call that a... Yeah, it's ball 3. The 3-0. Up and in, not close. Dominguez has walked the first 2 batters of the inning. The tying run is in scoring position with nobody out. Gregory Soto is getting up. Please win this game. For the sanity of every citizen of Baltimore, please figure out a way to get out of this with a win today. Casey Schmidt is the batter. First and second, nobody out. Schmidt shows bunt, and he pulls the bat back for a called strike on the outside corner. 99 miles an hour from Dominguez. He shows bunt again, and this pitch is upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Schmidt, a little bit of a dramatic turn away from this pitch just to make sure the umpire was aware that that could not possibly be a strike, when in reality it wasn't that far out of the zone. Here's the 1-1. He lays off. It's 2-1. Again, trying to bunt, but Dominguez throws this pitch outside by about half a foot. First and second, nobody out. The 2-1 pitch popped up. He decides to swing, and it's sending Mullins back on the track. 2 men dive into each other. The ball will fall. 1 run will come in to score. This ball game is tied. It's going to be second and third, nobody out, as Kjerstad and Mullins collide, diving into each other. And Said is down. Said is on his knees, palms down, head facing the ground. Brandon Hyde is jogging his way all the way out to center field warning track. You got to be kidding me. That was not Kjerstad in right field. Austin Slater was the right fielder that collided with Mullins, who's currently being monitored by the trainer while still in the sitting position. Folks, I thought runners were going to be at second and third on that hit, but apparently they're only at first and second. I don't know how. I honestly don't know how the runners are where they are, but right now my main focus is on Mullins, who's right now getting an eye exam, trying to figure out if he's got a concussion or what. He's on his feet right now. What an unfortunate freak situation. Yeah, the ball was initially in the glove of Austin Slater, but the contact lodged the ball out. I mean, just the worst possible thing. You sat there watching what could have been an amazing catch, and instead, not only is the catch not made, Mullins takes a hard hit. It appears he's going to remain in the ball game, though. There's no chance for communication on a play like that. Mullins had gone straight back on the ball and then started to turn his direction along right center field toward Slater. So the ball the wind might have made some tricks on it, but basically he had 2 guys running full speed, probably 50 yards apart, and the next thing you know, they're right on top of each other. It was just, it was a perfect storm of a situation that really there wasn't a whole lot you could do. I mean, you had to be. there's just no way for either of them to know that even the other one is even near them at that point. Just a really bad, tough situation. We've got a 3-3 ball game. First and second, nobody out. I don't know how long they plan on keeping Dominguez in the ball game here. The number 9 hitter, Walton, is due up now. And he's trying to lay down a bunt. He pops it up. Rutschman makes the catch. A failed bunt attempt. Out number 1. Let's do this for Sed. We're going to have to walk this damn thing off. We're just going to have to walk this damn thing off. Here comes Brandon Hyde. Folks, it is a box score that is now dead even. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors apiece. We are going to the bullpen, and if it's the guy who was getting loose, it's going to be Gregory Soto. So back-to-back trade deadline acquisitions brought over from the Phillies right in the heart of this 9th inning of a game that we desperately need to win. I mean, this is really going to shine a light on just how successful we were in trying to acquire players to help this team get better at the trade deadline. Folks, I mean, I'm not blaming everything on new players. Obviously, Zach Eflin has been great, but can we compare our record as a team pre-trade deadline versus post? Doesn't really seem like it's helped much. Gotta be honest. I'm with you, Matt. We're walking it off. It's the only way to feel that extra bit of euphoria that we need. A win isn't enough. A walk-off win might do it. Nobody's denying that, Big Jim. But that moment passed. I was worried about that moment when that moment occurred. Now this moment occurred. And, yeah, I'll probably worry about another moment later on. I'm keeping track. Mark Canha, veteran utility hitter, right-handed bat, is going to come on to pinch hit here with Soto, the lefty, now, and Canha on the pinch hit for Yastrzemski. Don't give it away, please. The first pitch is hit to second. Holiday steps on the bag, throws to first, in time, double play. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Let's walk this mother effer off.
It's magic, you know.
How did it happen? Come on, folks. We're walking it off. Charm City chat. Who's in the mood? Who's in the mood to get this monkey off our goddamn back? All we need are a handful of wins to get into these playoffs. Just a handful. Can we get one today, please? Bottom of the 9th, due up. Who we got? Who got next? I think it's going to be Rivera, Gunnar, and Mullins. Pretty sure it's 9-1-2. Didn't Jackson make that final out in the 8th? We could see a pinch hitter for Rivera. Yeah, he is due up first. Soto threw one pitch and got 2 outs. Not too shabby. Thank you, Froggy, for confirming. Rivera, I'm looking at it here. He is due up. Just a matter of whether or not he's going to actually hit. Let's see who the Giants are going to bring on. I'm sure it's somebody new. There is the name. Let's take a look. It is Ryan Walker, right-handed pitcher. And on the season, they don't even give you an ERA. What the hell kind of help is that? 1.77 ERA. Yikes. This guy's tough. 1.77 ERA, a record of 9-3. He's also got 8 saves in 12 opportunities. 96 strikeouts to just 17 walks. Lefties hitting 185. Righties hitting 170. And Rivera is going to go ahead and hit here. Leading it off in the 9th. First pitch, taken for a strike at 97, a sinker. And that has some pretty funky movement on it. There's some defensive changes for the Giants as well. Next pitch, swing and a miss on a slider that broke out of the zone, and Rivera quickly behind 0-2. Kurt Casale is now on to catch Patrick Bailey out of the ball game. Here's a pitch laid off by Rivera outside, 1-2. Meanwhile, Mark Canha stays in the ball game in right field in place of Yastrzemski. 1-2 pitch. Bottom of the zone, called strike 3. Every pitch that's borderline, I swear to God today, the Giants get it and we don't. Every borderline pitch. Catcher brought it up about 4 inches, too. Here's Gunnar, folks. Big cut and a miss on the first pitch. Folks, come on, Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Hit the frickin' warehouse, buddy. I want you to smash bricks off of that warehouse. Make it look like a game of Fortnite or Roblox or whatever the hell that game is. That pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, just hit the bricks like Super Mario or something. Here's the pitch. You're going to call that a strike, you bastard? That's outside, you son of a bitch. 1-2 the count. That ball's fouled away. Still 1-2. Hey, Blue. I will personally slap you silly. You give us a call like that again. 1-2 pitch. Up and away. 2-2 the count. Come on, Gunnar. The 2-2. Swung on. Right side. Base hit. Base hit for Gunnar. Big turn at first. He goes back to first. A 1-out single. The tying run is at first in the 9th. The tying run. The frickin' winning run. What the hell am I talking about? Folks, Sid Mullins, who just collided minutes ago in the outfield, is at the plate. And he takes a swing and gets a piece of one, fouling it behind the plate for strike 1. Man, Sid, I don't know. Are you in the right mind, dude? Maybe just laying one down and giving a chance for a walk-off single is the right play. Are you prepared for this, buddy? Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. This is a tough pitcher out there, Sid. We got that guy on. I would have laid it down. We got an 0-2 count. And that pitch is just a bit inside. And, folks, the ump has called a pitch like that on us a strike. He finally gives us a break. The count is 1-2. The pitch popped up. Out of play. We'll do it again. Santander is on deck. The 1-2 to Sed. He took maybe the worst swing I've seen all season. I'm telling you, Sed should have bunted. The guy just had a head-on collision. Who knows how the hell... Who knows if his vision is... God, you could just tell by that swing. Man, he should have just been trying to lay one down. Or... Oh, God. Here's Tony.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
First pitch is fouled back. I mean, that first pitch he swung at, he got a piece. It looked like he was just swinging and just hoping to make contact, and he did. But, oh, God. Should have been trying to bunt. That's a called strike, and Tony's behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch, inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Santander. We need a Roy Hobbs moment right now. The 1-2 popped up and out of play. We'll do it again. I hope you're holding Wonder Boy in your hands right now, Tony. The 1-2. Swung on, hit in the air, right side, and out of play. The count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Henderson is at first base. Apparently no thoughts of trying to get into scoring position. He's still there. The 1-2 is fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Tony hanging in there. Walker is over 20 pitches here. The 1-2. Fouled away again. Come on, Tony. Oh, you're setting him up. You're setting him up, buddy. Will it to happen, Charm City chat? Will it to happen? The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, high and deep. Going back toward the shed. This ball is gone! Bye, Birdie! Anthony Santander has walked it off for the Orioles. We've won it 5-3.
It's magic, you know.
Oh, the celebration is huge. Splash it up, Baltimore. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Anthony Santander got a slider or some crazy low pitch. He got the bat head to it. This ball just clearing the shed. An Oriole fan reaching out, trying to grab it, but it's a home run, and Tony is fired up. Look at everybody at home plate mobbing him. This team needed this. This city needed this. And your boy needed this. Folks.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Final score. Orioles 5. Giants 3. Add a win to the column. Number 85. One step closer to October. It ain't over. It ain't over. By the way, earlier today, Jordan Westberg with an RBI hit for Norfolk, as he's now days away from returning to the team. Ramon Arias is also imminently returning. The Tigers are coming to town tomorrow. It's the final series at home. Folks, have I got one thing to tell you? If you live anywhere near Oriole Park, get your ass out to the yard this weekend. Pack the yard. Let's get this team on a roll and let's play some postseason baseball. Hot damn. God damn, I love this ball game. I love baseball. I love my Orioles. By the way, the Giants have officially been eliminated from the playoffs with that walk-off. Sorry, San Francisco. Are you going to San Francisco? Be sure to wear some feathers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco. Folks, Baltimore in the win column. I hope Sed Mullins is all right. I got one bugaboo, and that is why the hell was Sed up there at the plate? And if he was, he should have just been laying down a bunt, and don't ask him to do more than that. We'll see if he's in the lineup tomorrow. Oh, my God, folks. Timothus, we're going to find out. I mean, the fact that they left him in the ball game, it almost feels like they have to act like he's not hurt, because otherwise, why did they leave him in? Folks, do you mind? I think I got one more lucky. Anybody hear that? That's the sound of one more lucky. Would Charm City chat mind if I just enjoyed this last lucky with you? Great. Do you believe in magic? Oh, my God. All right, Yoko. Thanks. All right, Yoko. You got it. That might be true. You got your way of managing. I got mine. I still would have done it. Can we just be happy about the goddamn outcome? For Christ's sake. I know I am. Rob says during the post-game show, Tony was asked something about the injured players in Norfolk and Mountie, and he said they are coming home and we are going to win. BirdWatcher, where's the soda bet? I don't know. Nobody swept anybody, SG, so there's no bet to pay off. Nobody swept anybody. So that turned out to be a giant nothing burger. Folks, final score, Orioles 5, Giants 3. Let's take a look at tomorrow's matchup as I enjoy this lucky. By the way, the Braves are all over the Reds. Cleveland has tied it up with the Twins. That's in the 9th. Toronto's underway, and they got a 2-0 lead over the Rangers. And the Yankee game's starting in about 9 or 10 minutes. All right. Wow, what a relief. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. We took that final game. Hell or high water, we got through there. Sir Anthony Dominguez, I mean, folks, can I please return to the idea of turning Grayson Rodriguez into our 9th inning man for these playoffs? If he can only handle 20 pitches, let's use him there. All right. Kiter Montero up against Corbin Burns. Those Tigers, those pesky Tigers, they have been one of the hotter teams in baseball, and we saw that when we played them just a few days ago. We got to show up better at home than we did in Detroit. We only took 1 there. We take 2 here, and folks, you can go ahead and punch our ticket. As long as we take 1, we're still in fine shape. But, yeah, I got a feeling with the way the Orioles celebrated this victory, folks, you saw it. If you watched that celebration, you saw a whole lot of just release of frustration. Just a big, giant team release. There was some euphoria there. I said it before it happened. We need a walk-off because we needed that moment. Let's hope we can build off of it. Burns is going to go for win number 15. He's making his next to last start of the season, folks. That's where we're at now. Everybody's making 2 starts. Today that was Eflin. So Eflin's got 1 more start after today. Hot damn, this lucky tastes good. So how'd that work out for you? Gonna go rewatch the home run? I might rewatch myself. How's that for some self-indulgence? Hey, what happened here? Uh-oh. I don't know. Let's find out. This is a first. I'm going to hang out and watch my own call and see how emotional I was about it. Let's take a look. See if I can find the moment. This won't cause any feedback or anything. Hey, thanks for hitting that like button, folks. 0 dislikes. Wow. All right. So let's. Where do we go? About right here? Man, he should have just been trying to lay one down. All right. Here we go. There it is. Here it is. Will it to happen, Charm City chat? Will it to happen? Will it to happen, I said. Listen to me. Listen to your boy. A prophet. Bob Marley, poet and a prophet. BW, poet and a prophet. Oh, you're setting them up. You're setting them up, buddy. Come on. Let's relive it. Will it to happen, Charm City chat? Will it to happen? The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, high and deep, going back toward the shed. This ball is gone! Bye, bye, Bernie! Anthony Santos! Oh, my God. That will be a moment to remember. Man, did I need that. Folks, better than sex. All right. Your boy's going to be back tomorrow. And guess what? It's going to be like a day and a half off for me because of the early game here. And I'm going to need to rest up. Got a feeling I might need to buy some herbal tea. Are any of these games currently on featuring somebody I know who's maybe calling a game? There is a guy that does the Rangers, but I don't know if it's going to show up here. If it does, I'll send you over there. And again, folks, the hat is on to stay. The hat is on to stay until until this season is over. I don't see anybody currently live. All right, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I don't know how. It's 3 a.m. over here. I'm going to try to maybe get 3 hours of sleep, and the sun will come up. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow I'll be here. Hey, you know what, folks? You see this? 2,400 views. This is probably the lowest turnout on my channel since April. And guess what? You were here for it. You were here. You were the people that said, you know what? I am going to make sure I tune into this game, even though the Orioles are looking bad. Guess what? You saw a game you're not going to forget anytime soon. Thanks for being here with me. Thanks to everybody in the Charm City chat. Let's see how many negative subscribers showed up today. Well, I'm going to have to bring that info over here for a minute. Let's see. Anywhere close to 22 hundo yet? We are still 7 short. I think it's a net profit today of 2. Thank you to the 2 subscribers. Hey, considering I know I lost a few of you today, it's still a positive gain. And folks, that's what it's all about. Positive gains. We had one today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to sign off. Thanks to the mods. Thanks to the Magic members. Thanks to everybody. What a ball game. The Orioles win. We'll be playing the Tigers tomorrow. The first pitch is at 7:05 p.m. I'll be on the air at 6:55 with the hat. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. God, I love baseball. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.